What if the very thing you're most afraid of is the exact thing you need to face in order to change the world? Think about that for a moment. Fear has stopped more dreams than failure ever could. Yet history shows us that those who dared to confront fear head-on are the ones who left behind legacies that outlived them. That brings me to a powerful quote by Nelson Mandela. "I never lose. I either win or learn." This isn't just a nice motivational slogan. It's a way of life. It means that failure isn't the end. It's feedback. It means that setbacks aren't signs of weakness. They're stepping stones toward strength. It means that no matter what happens, you're always moving forward if you choose to learn. Now, let me ask you this. What would your life look like if you truly believed you could never lose? If every rejection became redirection? If every mistake became mastery? If every defeat became a classroom? What would you dare to attempt if you knew you could only win or learn? Let me take you into the life of a young girl who embodied this truth with her very existence, Malala Yousafzai. The year is 2009. In the beautiful but turbulent Swat Valley of Pakistan, a young girl named Malala is only 12 years old. While most children her age are worried about school tests or playground games, Malala is facing something much darker. Her village is under the shadow of the Taliban. Armed men roam the streets, enforcing their rules with fear, and one of those rules is simple and brutal. Girls are forbidden to go to school. Think about that. Imagine being told that because you were born a girl, your dreams, your education, your future don't matter. But Malala was different. She loved learning. She loved books, numbers, stories, the way education opened her mind. And deep inside, she believed something powerful. Education is not a privilege, it's a right. But standing up for that belief came with a price. Malala began to speak out, at first quietly, then boldly. She wrote for the BBC under a pseudonym, sharing the daily struggles of living under Taliban rule. She described her fear, but also her determination to keep learning. Her words reached the world. But the more she spoke, the more dangerous her life became. In October 2012, the Taliban decided they had heard enough from this little girl. On her way home from school, a masked gunman boarded her school bus. He asked, "Who is Malala?" Then he pulled the trigger. The bullet struck Malala in the head. The world went silent. News spread like wildfire. 15-year-old girl shot for wanting to go to school. People around the globe prayed, mourned, and hoped. It seemed impossible that she could survive. But Malala did survive. After days in critical condition, after surgeries and rehabilitation, she opened her eyes. Her voice was weak, but her spirit was unbreakable. And here's the turning point. Most people, after facing such violence, would have hidden. They would have let fear silence them. But Malala did the opposite. She spoke louder. Her voice carried beyond Pakistan, across oceans, into the halls of the United Nations. She stood before world leaders and declared, "One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world." She was only 16 years old. From that moment, Malala became a global symbol of courage. She co-authored her book, "I Am Malala." She started the Malala Fund to support girls' education around the world. And in 2014, at just 17 years old, she became the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate in history. But listen closely. The real victory wasn't just her survival. It was her refusal to let fear or violence define her story. She lived Mandela's words. She didn't lose, she either won or learned. And here's the reminder I want you to carry from Malala's journey. Courage is contagious. Think about it. One girl's decision to go to school didn't just impact her, it inspired millions. Her courage gave courage to others. Her voice gave voice to the voiceless. And here's the practical truth for you. Every time you choose courage, whether it's speaking up in a meeting, starting that business you've been dreaming about, going back to school, or standing up for what's right even when it's unpopular, you make it easier for others around you to be courageous too. Your courage becomes a spark, and sparks create fire. So when life knocks you down, remember Mandela's wisdom. You never lose. You either win or learn. And when you rise back up, remember Malala's lesson. Courage is contagious. Let's bring it all together. We started with the hook. What if fear is the very thing you must face to change the world? We reflected on Mandela's quote, "I never lose. I either win or learn." We walked through Malala's story of unimaginable struggle, incredible courage, and unstoppable impact. And we ended with the reminder, courage is contagious. So here's my question for you. What will you choose to be courageous about today? Maybe it's finally applying for that job. Maybe it's starting that business you've been dreaming about. Maybe it's going back to school. Maybe it's standing up for what's right even when it's unpopular. Whatever it is, know this. When you take that step, you're not just changing your life, you're giving someone else the courage to change theirs too. So don't wait. Don't hide. Don't let fear rob you of your future. Be bold. Be brave. Be courageous. Because you cannot lose. You will either win or learn. And in the process, your courage might just light a fire that changes the world. Stay strong, stay hopeful, stay courageous. The world is waiting for your voice.
Thank you for joining me today. If you found this message inspiring, consider following or subscribing for more uplifting content. Together, let's celebrate the journey of growth, one small step at a time.